Hey, recently I watched Bricky's old video on how almost no perks work on Legion, and that kind of made me think, is it really all that much different nowadays? And, looking over it a little bit, I don't think so. I think Legion still has a really big problem with perk synergy, even after the buffs that they just got. So this is just gonna be me going over them. Yeah. Alright, starting off, Nurse's Calling. This is going to be a pretty common trend. You want survivors to heal anyways, so punishing them for healing even more is just a bad idea. Don't run these perks, please. You're not getting much value from them. Agitation. This is just an okay perk in general. This perk's fine. Like, Jesus, that was rough. Agitation's just an okay perk. Like, in general. Like, no one's really bad with it, but no one's really that great with it, I feel. It's fine. Run it if you want. I wouldn't. Alien Instinct. One, it requires hooking a survivor, which Legion can't do very consistently. Two, the Oblivious effect is not great for you because it means you can't chain frenzy stabs. Unless they changed that a while back, and I'm not aware of it, Oblivious still makes survivors immune to Feral Frenzy's tracking. So that's really bad. All Shaking Thunder, this is an okay perk. It's basically just like I just think it's worse coup de grace, really. Map dependent as hell. Um, but it's okay. It's not bad. There's certainly worse options you could put for Legion. Awakened Awareness, this perk's just bad. Don't run it. Bamboozle, though. Bamboozle is easily one of Legion's best perks. The abilities you get in chases actually skyrocket when you run Bamboozle. You can get rid of Shack Pallet way faster. You can, vault a window after Frenzy hitting a survivor and then cancel Frenzy and they can't vault the window in your face. It provides a lot of value for Legion. Plus it's a chase perk, which does help Legion's ability to down. Even if only a little bit. Thank God they didn't nerf this perk, by the way, for Legion back when Vecna came out. I'm really glad they didn't go through with that because, God, Legion would suck even more than they already do. Barbecue. It's barbecue and chili. It's an okay tracking perk. Uh, Not great for Legion since tracking's already one of their best aspects, and also you need a hook for it. Batteries included. This is one of the, honestly, many perks in the game where you have to lose an objective in order to get a benefit, and Legion really, really crumbles under losing objectives. So I would say this isn't great for Legion. Also, the, area of effect isn't very helpful either. Beast of Prey, don't run this. This actually hinders you. Uh, Undetectable, much like Oblivious, is bad for Legion because they can't track in Frenzy. Also, it's not good anyways. Why would you run this? Bitter Murmur. Bitter Murmur is like, eh. It's a fine, like, info perk, but again, you have to lose a gen to do it, so it only works 5 times. It's not great. Don't run it. Blood Echo. This sounds like it'd be really good on Legion, and you would almost be right. It's okay. It's not Legion's best options, but it's not awful. It's just mid, and they nerfed it for some reason. I don't know why we had to reduce the duration on this perk for its effect. Getting rid of the cooldowns, fine. Doesn't really affect Legion, though, because you're not getting downs that fast. So it's really just a nerf for them. Exhausted for 30 seconds isn't enough of a punishment for not healing, for survivors to actually start healing, though. So I would say it's not good. And Hemorrhage does nothing for Legion. So both aspects of it are kind of bad. Blood Warden. Legion's probably one of the worst killers at endgame. You're not getting many downs, you're not getting many hooks, so Blood Warden doesn't really do much. Maybe, like, really rarely you could get a funny 5 hit stab at endgame, but that's such a gimmick that's never gonna happen. Bloodhound, this perk sucks, don't run it. Brutal Strength, this perk's okay on basically everyone except Nurse. Just, it's fine, it's Brutal Strength. Colubrine, this perk's been in the gutter a bit for a while. it's not really all that useful. It's okay. Just so many better options, just in general, for Slowdown, though. Corrupt Intervention. This is actually one of Legion's best perks, too. In general, Corrupt is good, and you're not getting downs very often early on, so entering the dying state to prematurely deactivate the perk's not that big a deal. And along with that, if you spawn on a corner of the map, which generally you do, if you spawn in the middle, you're shit out of luck, but whatever. If you spawn in a corner of the map, the survivors on the opposite corner will will kind of get herded towards the middle, which can potentially clump them up more and increase the chance that you get chain hits, which is okay on paper. In practice, that's not always going to happen. You might get like RPD, you might get Midwich, you might get maps that aren't great for Legion. Colorphobia, you shouldn't have people healing if they're smart, and if they're not smart, you're already probably winning. Coup de grace, it's good. It's pretty good for, upping Legion's chase potential sometimes, but also you have to lose an objective in order to actually do anything with it. Cruel Limits, again, you have to lose a gen to do it, and Legion can't really capitalize on that time very well. You might get it down with it here and there, but it's not good enough, really. Dark Arrogance. Don't run this. Regular vault speed is not good enough of a benefit for the downside of 25 longer pallet stuns. My brain's shutting down. It's okay. Dark Devotion. Funny idea of like putting your terror radius on the obsession and then tracking people around them, but overall it's not good. I wouldn't run it. Darkness Revealed. It's Darkness Revealed. It's not great. It's fine, I guess. It's info though, which Legion doesn't need. Dead Man Switch. This used to be a lot better on Legion. Back when it worked on all generators that get stopped repairing, that I think was when it was pretty good. Pretty good on Legion. It's still fine, especially with Pain Resonance, but it was probably better on Legion before the change. And even better, I think, was back when Eerie Button had map-wide terror radius. That was fun. Those days were fun. I actually forget if there was ever a time where map-wide terror radius happened with old Dead Man Switch. Deadlock. This is fine. It's passive slowdown, which Legion is always going to appreciate. Gives you like 100 more seconds at least. So that's good. Deathbound. You're not wanting people to heal, and the Oblivious hinders you. Deerstalker. Legion is genuinely, I think, the worst killer in the game when it comes to slugging. They cannot slug at all. Discordance. You might think this is good, considering it's their own perk, but you're not such a good perk on paper that it ends up working worse on Legion as a result, because people will know, wait, this killer punishes you for grouping up, and he seems to always go to us whenever we're working on a gen together. Let's not work together on this gen. It kind of incentivizes. It's like a lot of perks in that it incentivizes Legion to get countered more. Dissolution. Actually, I think Dissolution could work if it was a bit longer of a duration. It's okay. I don't think it's horrible. But there's probably way better options. Distressing. Don't run this. The extra tracking is not worth it, and it's going to make it harder for you to know when you can and can't make it to someone. Don't run this, please. Dominance. You're not running Hex builds very often on Legion because Devour Hope's not very good on Legion. We'll get to that, but yeah, don't run Dominance. And also, blocking chests does not matter. Dragon's Grip, it's exposed. Frenzy is not working with exposed, and also everyone's injured, so exposed does nothing. Dying Light. This almost sounds okay, because, oh, you're not healing against Legion, so that bonus doesn't really come into play. It's just that this perk in general sucks. Getting all those hooks, especially for Legion, is really hard. So it's just not worth it. Enduring, it's enduring. It's fine. It's okay. Eruption. You can't get down super easily, but there's some potential here with like Frank's mixtape, I guess. Fire up. You have to lose generators, and the buff it gives is not good enough. Forced hesitation. Again, people aren't really grouping up very much. So there's that. Also, Legion isn't exactly the best slugger. Forced penance. Protection hits don't come into play much against Legion. And when they do, you're still fucked, even with this, so I wouldn't say it's worth. Forever Entwined. This perk just came out, and it's bad. I don't know what you want me to say. It's not good. These things don't really matter much for any killer, especially not Legion. Franklin's Demise. It's basic attacks, so you're only getting it on downs. Here's the thing. Medkits aren't good against Legion. And Franklin's Demise, honestly, is a perk that mostly just tackles medkits. Toolboxes sometimes are just used at the start of the trial, so, you know, there's that. If you're using it to counter anything else, you're not doing it right. Friends till the end. Exposed doesn't work with Legion, but, I guess the info's still fine. Furtive Chase, you have to hook someone in order to get it, you have to hook specifically your obsession in order to get it, and Undetectable hinders you. Game Afoot, you have to be chasing the obsession specifically, downing with a basic attack is the only way you can transfer the obsession, so you're only really getting it after you down someone, which isn't that useful. Gearhead, it's fine information, but Legion doesn't really worry about information too much. Genetic limits. This one sounds like it'd be really good. And maybe it is. But 8 seconds is enough for some experienced players to wait out and walk out, especially since Legion's so bad in Chase. So it's just on Legion. It's much better on someone like Spirit or Nurse, because of course the top tiers need better options. Grim Embrace. This sounds, again, like it'd be good, but Legion can't get hooks, relies on tunneling, and it's not their best perk. It's a fine perk in general, but it's not their best. Blood Favor. It's actually a decent enough hex for Legion. Pallets are a pain for them, but also it's a hex. It might get found instantly and do nothing, and running dominance to protect it isn't very good. Crowd control. Again, this seems like it'd be okay. But Bamboozle does its job better. Devour Hope. Expose doesn't work with Frenzy, or Legion in general. The haste doesn't do enough, and Morying people is really not worth it. Face the Darkness. I mean, I guess they're not becoming healthy, so it might stay up for a while. I don't know, it seems like a gimmick to me. Haunted Ground. Exposed doesn't work with Legion. Huntress's Lullaby. This perk's just bad. Noed. Exposed doesn't work with Legion. Also, it's endgame. Nothing But Misery. This is fine on some killers, but not Legion. You have to down 8 people, basically, with basic attacks. So by the time you actually get it, it's not working. It's not gonna do much. Pentimento. I mean, if Hex perks in general were better for Legion, maybe, but not this. It's not with this roster. Plaything actually makes you worse. Don't run this. Retribution makes you worse. Don't run this. Ruin. It's fine, I guess. There's some funny like pairings you could do with like Fuming Mixtape, but pairing them together still doesn't make them regress nearly good enough. Also, it gets cleansed pretty fast. Third Seal, it's blindness, it's not good, you're not slugging with this killer. Thrill of the Hunt. Again, hexes don't really work well with Legion in general, so don't run this. 2 can play. This perk sucks, don't run it. Undying. I mean, again, hexes don't work well. But if you're gonna run hexes, this is probably what you want to run. Wretched Fate. This is fine, I guess. Uh, a repair speed penalty is actually not bad, especially since it's passive. But I don't know. I still think it's just not worth it. Hoarder. What? Hubris exposed doesn't work with Legion. Human greed. Huh? Hysteria. This makes you worse. I'm all ears. It's fine, I guess. It's info, which is fine. Infectious Fright Legion doesn't slug. Insidious. Why? Iron Grasp. Why? It's just worse agitation. Iron Maiden exposed doesn't work with Legion. Knockout. This almost sounds. This might actually be okay. The rework might actually make this okay for Legion. You might be able to like vault over a pallet after someone drops it, and if they try looping back around, they get the hinder, which might make it worth. Languid Touch. This is actually okay. The 10 seconds of exhaustion makes it pretty good, but it's still just not that great. Lethal Pursuer. This is kind of redundant, I feel. You like, as long as you find one, you kind of find them all early on. Leverage. It's anti-heal, which against Legion is not important. Lightborn. It's Lightborn. Don't run it. Machine Learning. You have to kick a gen and then lose that gen in order to actually get its effect, and it hinders you with Undetectable. Mad Grit. It's Mad Grit. It's a meme perk. Make your choice. Exposed doesn't work with Legion. Merciless Storm. Not the worst thing ever, but still not great. Mindbreaker. Actually okay for snuffing out like Sprint Burst, I guess. It's not great at all by any means still, but it's okay. Monitor and Abuse. This is actually an okay perk. The increased terror radius in Chase stacks with the base Feral Frenzy terror radius increase, so you actually get a little bit more tracking. Not to a point where you won't be able to know what you can and can't reach, though. So it's fine, and also the approach is a little easier. Nemesis. Oblivious is not good for you. No Quarter. It's anti-heal, which you don't want. No Way Out. You're not getting hooks spread out very much. None are free. Again, you're not spreading out hooks very much, so it's not that great. Nowhere to Hide. It's fine, I guess. It might get you some downs occasionally, but I wouldn't recommend it. Oppression. This perk just sucks. Why does it have the cooldown of an exhaustion perk for how weak this effect is? Overcharge. It's Overcharge. It sucks. Overwhelming Presence. It's Overwhelming Presence. It sucks. You know this. Play with your food. Doesn't work with Frenzy because Frenzy attacks remove the stacks. Pop Goes the Weasel. I mean, it's Pop Goes the Weasel. It's fine, I guess. It's not great though. Predator. You're not in need of this. This is not helpful for you. Rancor. Exposed doesn't work with Legion. Rapid Brutality. You're only getting this when you down someone, basically. So it's basically a nothing. It actually basically just hinders you. Bloodlust is pretty important for Legion to have. Remember Me. It's an endgame perk. It's fine, I guess, for an endgame perk, but you're not running it. You shouldn't run it. Save the Best for Last. Does not work with Legion at all. It's just really, really bad, especially for Legion, since you're only really getting the basic attack cooldown on downs, which you don't need. Floods of Rage. It's fine aura reading, I guess. Gift of Pain. Anti-heal. You don't want it. Hangman's Trick. Jagged Compass. I mean, sure, I guess. Why not? Right? Like, sure. Monster Shrine. It's Monster Shrine. This perk's actually really bad. Pain Res. It's Pain Res. It's fucking Pain Res. You know what it is. It's Pain Res. Septic Touch. I mean, it's anti-heal, so you're not really running it. Shadowborn. It's Shadowborn. This perk's bad. My throat's giving out. Sorry if I sound awful. Shattered Hope. It's Shattered Hope. Sloppy Butcher. Anti-heal. It's not good. Spies from the Shadows, it's Spies from the Shadows, it's mediocre info. Spirit Fury with Enduring, but, I mean, if you're gonna run the End Fury Eerie button build, it's really predictable. People will just pre-drop. Starstruck, it's Exposed, which doesn't work with Legion. Strider, it's not good for Legion. It's only good for Spirit, really. Superior Anatomy, I could see you maybe running it, but it is just worse Bamboozle for Legion. Surge, this is actually okay, I guess. It's fine. It's not great. Surveillance, it's mid. Terminus, I mean, it does prevent healing at endgame, which is probably the only time people will heal against Legion. So I guess, maybe. Territorial Imperative, Legion's one of the worst killers at protecting the basement, so don't run this. Thanatophobia, I can already hear the comments. They're all gonna be like, actually, Thanatophobia is great because Legion wants everyone to be injured, and when everyone's injured, they're all gonna be punished. But here's the issue, alright? If you have even 3 of the 4 survivors injured, dying, or hooked, the most they're getting is a 6% repair penalty. It's not good. That's not good enough. And if there's all 4, sure, maybe. But as long as one person stays healthy, the perk does nothing. It's not good. Thrilling Tremors, it's bad. I mean, the cooldown is just really long, and it's not a good enough effect. Thwack, it's thwack. This is just worse and nowhere to hide. Tinkerer, undetectable, might actually fuck you up, but it's okay, I guess, at like trying to stop a gen before it pops. And we're on the last perk, last page now. Trail of Torment, undetectable is not great for you. Ultimate Weapon, it's info, I guess. It's fine. Unbound, actually could be okay. A little bit of haste after you injure someone by any means. I don't know if the duration resets if you chain frenzy stabs, but if it does, then it's actually okay. If it doesn't, then it's mid, because you might chain a bunch of stabs and then have like 10 seconds left. Undone, this perk's just bad. Unforeseen, again, undetectable is not great for Legion. I could see this similarly being like a meme to like Dark Devotion. I could see it maybe being funny. Unnerving Presence, this is basically Visual Heartbeat before Visual Heartbeat was a thing. Unrelenting, it's unrelenting. Weave Attunement, people aren't using items much, so they're not gonna get affected by this much. Whispers, it's not great. Zancian Tactics, it's Zancian, it's fine, I guess. It's like whatever. And that's all. That's all the perks. That's every single perk. The amount of perks that just straight up don't work on this killer because of either it being something that punishes healing or something that Legion just can't capitalize on because the time is too low, or like something that they can't utilize other things very well for, or it being a fucking exposed perk. Where's an example of an exposed perk? Yeah, like it's really bad for them. This build is one of the best things you can have. This, or like replace Knockout with Deadman Switch. That's it. This is what you're running if you're playing Legion. It's really sad that we have killers in 2025 who still have this level of like non-creativity and anti-potential in their build compositions, because like half the perks just don't work. Yeah, I mean, just in general, I'm not happy with the state Legion's in. I'm happy they finally got buffs after 3 years, but there's just not enough going on with them. I know Skull Merchant mains were just upset about the design preview they got for a rework, which completely changed their power. But there they have a good reason to complain about having a completely new power, because there's some identity with their own killer. Legion, there's no identity here anymore, especially with the release of Kaneki. Kaneki, yes, I don't own Kaneki by the way, but like, there's so much more identity in this killer than Legion. Kaneki does the first hit guaranteed, second hit a little harder, better. Can like the only thing Legion maybe has is sometimes being able to apply deep wounds multiple times. And even then, like, they just nerfed the slowdown aspect of deep wounds. So it's not good. It's not good. Honestly, I wouldn't be that mad if they completely scrapped Frenzy and went with something else, because this just isn't it. This just doesn't work. Maybe if they gave it something secondary to assist it with getting downs, like, I don't know, the more you chain stabs, you get tokens. Kind of like if BFFs was made into a base kit thing. And then you consume those tokens and get some kind of benefit, like built-in brutal strength, or built-in enduring, or built-in haste. You know, something could help. But Legion in their current state is just kind of fundamentally bad. That's a shame, because I love this killer. I love their, sound design. I love their music. God, their music's so good. I love it. Um, I love their Mori. I love some of their lore. Legion, I mean, Frank's boring, but other than Frank, I love Joey. Joey, by the way, finally got a last name. Woo! Julie's fine. Susie's fine. I just like this character. And I wish they were treated better. Because waiting 3 years for buffs after the last time, only to get very little, not nearly enough. And also, they're really bad right now. Maybe the worst killer to play right now, because Made for this is so common because of Kaneki. It's just like, what are we doing here, man? It's just sad to see. But, that's about it. Uh, Hope you enjoyed. See ya.